This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboy's Juices. Infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing and nutritious. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now.
Hi, my name's Lee Williamson. Subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary.
Hi, my name is Joby McAnuff. Subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary.
I'm Javon Watson, and you're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
Hi everybody, I'm Darren Moore, and you're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
Getting clean and nice and ting and ting. I'm Tiffany Cannon, Reggae Girl Striker, and you are watching the Reggae Boys Commentary. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Hello everyone, I'm Simon Preston and welcome back to Reggae Boys Commentary. This is the platform where we'll come together to discuss everything in relation to Jamaican football. This is your hub for everything Jamaican football related. So, well, let's look at the table stand, shall we? That's where we are right now. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button. So that's the situation. So there we go. Aston Villa, a 1-1 draw with Liverpool. A 1-1 draw with Liverpool. Had it been a victory for Aston Villa, it would have put them on 60 points and put them in 6th position. But Liverpool's equaliser means that Aston Villa are 7th. Which is still a strong position, and I'll explain why. Because Aston Villa drew with Liverpool, and what that means is that Manchester United are a point away from securing European football. So Newcastle United and Manchester United are 1 point away from securing European football. Who does Newcastle United have left? Well, in terms of the games that Newcastle United have left, they have Leicester City to play on Monday. And they have Chelsea to play on the last game of the season. Manchester United, 2 games to go. It's Chelsea at home and Fulham at home. And then, of course, the FA Cup final and pre-season to come. So that's the situation there. All right. So that should help things and from that sort of angle. So let me explain. Top 4, Champions League. Yeah. just break things down a little bit easier so that you can be able to understand it a little bit better and how Leon Bailey can be playing European football next season. Okay, so top 4 Champions League group stages, 5th and 6th Europa League group stages, and right now those positions are occupied by Liverpool and Brighton and Hove Albion. 7th place is qualification for the UEFA Europa Conference League playoff round. Now, Leon Bailey has played Europa League football and has even scored in Europa League football, especially when he was at Bayer Leverkusen. He scored against Rangers at the Ibrox. And guess what? When he was at Bayer Leverkusen, he played Champions League football. Yes, he played Champions League football at Bayer Leverkusen. That's right. He played Champions League football at that club. And it was one game where he came on, and I'm sure you guys remember the post. Yeah, I'm sure you guys would remember the post and how it sort of transpired and everything of that nature, But yeah, played European football, Champions League football in the group stages. If you guys remember that match in particular, I'll try to refresh your memory. But he played Champions League football, and it was quite an experience, a quite memorable experience. Remember the 2016-2017 season, it was the round of 16 against Atletico Madrid. You guys remember that game? March 15, 2017. Does that date ring a bell? March 15, 2017. Tell me if that date rings a bell. March 15, 2017. Tell me if you understand that. Yep. Leon Bailey came on as a substitute in that game, and he played Champions League football against Atletico Madrid. Champions League debut, and one that he will never ever forget. Right? It was a precious moment when he came on in the 78th minute for Julian Brandt to play 12 minutes of Champions League football, and we can be sure that there'll be plenty more to come. But now, based on where Aston Villa are right now in the table at 7th position, that means that they're in position to qualify for the UEFA Europa Conference League. But you might say, okay, sounds good. What needs to happen? Because they're 7th right now, and they have one game to go. Tottenham didn't win today. They lost, which means that Aston Villa are a point ahead. Who does Tottenham have the last game of the season? Tottenham has Leeds the last game of the season. All right? Okay, cool. Who does Brentford have the last game of the season? Because they're in the running as well. Brentford, in the last game of the season, will play Manchester City. Manchester City will certainly want to end with a bang, right? Certainly. And Brighton. Brighton has 3 games left this season. Isn't that remarkable? Well, tomorrow they play Southampton. Then they play Man City. And then the last game of the season is a big game. This will decide European football. If Aston Villa defeats Brighton in the last game of the season, it will be Brighton. It will be Brighton. You understand? That's right. Brighton. So that means that European football will await Aston Villa and Leon Bailey if they're able to get the better of Brighton and Hove Albion in the last game of the season. Can you guys believe it? Next week, Sunday, the Premier League season is finished next week, Sunday. Wow. Robson says, so close, Simon, so close. Yeah, I thought Aston Villa would have hung on for the victory, but, those last 10 minutes to be able to endure those last 10 minutes and soak up all of that pressure. Emi Martinez, yes, I know, a little bit of time wasting, but Aston Villa did what they did in order to be able to walk away Anfield from a point. And now Liverpool are in a situation where they have to hope that Manchester United loses their last 2 games of the season in order for Liverpool to get into the top 4. Manchester United have 2 games left this season, and both of them are at home. One against Chelsea and one against, yep, that's right, Fulham. So Manchester United just needs one more point. One more point to secure Champions League football next season. One more point to secure Champions League football And remember, you would have to say that his progression, because this season, Manchester United have 69 points, right? After 36 games. 69 points after 36 games. Last season, Manchester United had 58 points after 38 games. So already, that's an 11-point difference. 58 points. Conceded 57 goals. 58 points. 58 points, 58 points. And that is even worse than the points tally United had when they finished 7th under David Moyes. At 64 points that year. But under Ralph Ragnick, it was a 6th place finish. And West Ham United got into the UEFA Europa Conference League. Well, that's the situation, Some work to be done, especially at the foot of the table, when you look at things. These are results from the matches today. This is what the standings look like right now. Everton rescued a point. Yerry Mina. Wow. You have no idea how crucial that point will be for Everton. That is a crucial point. Because look at the opposite end of the table. Everton are now 2 points clear of the drop zone. 2 points clear. That's right. 2 points clear. What does Leicester have to play? Well, on Monday it's Newcastle. And the team just below Everton, Leeds United. Who do Leeds United have to play? Well, they have West Ham to play tomorrow. So the foot of the table will have some exciting moments as well. Everton got a point. And who will Everton play in their last game of the season? Bournemouth at home. So everybody would need to be singing from the same hymn sheet there. Yep, Pinnock can make it as well. Ethan Pinnock can make it as well. That's right. Madrid, yeah. Because if Aston Villa lose and Tottenham and Brentford win, they can go. Yep, that's right. So the last day will certainly have all Villa has to do is beat Brighton. Yeah, that's right. All Villa has to do is beat Brighton and Hove Albion. Rob Smith says they will need help from Man City and Southampton if they want Europa, but they can lock up Conference League if they beat Brighton. Well said. Aston Villa went defensively way too early. I saw it coming. Blake Hilton says, bless up the General Simon. Bless up, Blake. How are you doing? Look, more Jamaicans involved in football, the better. More Jamaicans involved in European football, I should say, the better. So it's a good thing. And let's hope that is something that we can be able to press forward with, Blake says, you can imagine Leicester just win the league a few seasons ago and now face relegation. Yeah, Leicester City 2016, champions of England, 7 years later, relegation. Yeah. So basically, COVID really affected Leicester. And I know COVID affected everybody, but it really hit Leicester, bearing in mind the owners and the business that they operate. Leicester, as we know, made a lot of money from sales of players, the Mahrezes of this world, etc. And it came to a point where they weren't making enough money from players. So it came to a point when you're regenerating those sorts of money that they weren't able to reinvest it the way that they should have. And that's the reason why they were today. Kahim Paris contributed an assist today as Dynamo Kiev won 5-1 today. Dynamo Kiev beat FC Alexandria 5-1 today, and Kahim Paris created an assist. He created an assist. So that was important. So that is the situation there, which is very important, So that is the situation, So Team Paris on the right today of the front three, 4, 2, 3, 1. You get it? Honestly, Sheffield Wednesday, honestly, because I do think Darren Moore's potential has a potential. Darren Moore should be in the championship as a manager. That's what I genuinely feel. So I'm happy for Sheffield Wednesday, honestly. Very happy for them. And going into the final against Barnsley, South Yorkshire Derby, it's going to be exciting. And whichever way you look at it, you're either going to have John Russell, a reggae boy, getting promoted to the championship, or Darren Moore, a former reggae boy, getting promoted to the championship. You know, we send our commiserations to Adrian Mariappa and Fort Salford City. They will not be in the League Two playoff final, unfortunately. But, you know, we certainly wish everyone all the best in the other games. So just to recap, you know, today is the 20th. So next week, Monday, well, let me tell you the right date, because today is Saturday the 20th, you know. So next week, Saturday, will be Luton Town against Coventry. This will be the playoff final, the championship playoff final. Luton Town or Coventry. Either Amari Bell or Katie Palmer will be in the Premier League, one of the two. And then you look to the League One final now, Sheffield Wednesday or Barnsley. Either John Russell or Darren Moore will be promoted. And that's the 29th. That's the 29th. So that would be next week, Monday. Yeah. Darren Moore has given his team the weekend off. And he says, Monday, we're going to be in training and we're going to prepare for Barnsley. And now in the League Two playoff final, it's Stockport County, and it looks like that they're going to play Carlisle. Is there anyone in Carlisle that we can make a note about? Yeah, we can make note about John Kimani Gordon for sure. We can see what Jack Robinson is up to, Jack Ellis, Josh Dixon, you know, Paul Huntington. We can keep an eye on what they're up to. So, good games. Also in Conference League contention, let's go Jamaicans. West Ham win, we will have at least 3 Jamaicans in Europe. That is a good point. Yeah. Remember, the winner of the UEFA Europa Conference League will qualify for the UEFA Europa League next year. So that would mean 3 seasons back to back to back to back for West Ham United. You understand? Hope that one of the reggae boys can make it to Europe. Yeah, hope so. Blake Hilton says massive. Yeah. Them Dashway game. Oh, you're talking Aston Villa? You know, I think a point at Anfield is still a good result. I think it really is. And something that we should make note about. You know what I'm saying? So just a reminder, guys, the championship playoff final, Saturday, May 27. All right? Make note of that. It's going to be Luton Town with Amari Bell against, yep, you guessed it, Coventry City with Casey Palmer. In the League One playoff final, it's interesting because you'll have Barnsley, which has John Russell, against Sheffield Wednesday. Interesting, eh? So, it's a compelling case, very much so. And that game is May 29. May 29. So all of that is confirmed and put into place. So we'll press forward. And now We'll take a look at the next set of games that lie within the Premier League today. Nottingham Forest against Arsenal. If Arsenal don't win, that's it. Arsenal has to win to force City to get something against Chelsea. You see what I'm saying? So that's where things are right now in this situation. 2 more games left for Manchester United. Same for Newcastle. Can you imagine Newcastle will be playing Champions League football again? Last time that they played Champions League football, Alan Shearer was a player at the club. And it's remarkable to think that Newcastle United finished 11th last season. Newcastle United were 11th last season with 49 points. From 11th to 3rd, just like that. Just like that, 11th to 3rd, just like that. They've been able to do it. Then you look at the persons they've been able to bring in. Matt Targett, 15 million from Aston Villa. Nick Pope, 10 million from Burnley. Sven Botman, 35 million from Lille. Jordan Hackett from Spurs. Charlie MacArthur from Kilmarnock. Jude Smith from East Fife. Loris Karius from Liverpool as a free. Diallo from West Ham. Anthony Gordon, 45 mil from Everton. And Harrison Ashby from West Ham for 3 million. So spends quite a bit. And they've loaned out quite a bit as well. We know Isaac Hayden, Kieran Clark, so Joe White. So quite a number have been able to go out on loan. So that's the situation there. So Newcastle and St. James's Park will be a place to be next season. I know many people will be looking forward to it and delighted to see how all of this works out. It's funny that Loris Karius only played 1 game, and that was the final against Manchester United. Anthony Gordon leaving his boyhood club to go to Newcastle. All the best to him, honestly, and his journey. So, yeah. You guys remember John Joe Kenny? Yeah, John Joe Kenny. Playing over in the Bundesliga right now. Local lad. Experience. Yeah. It's something. Yeah. So, yeah. Thanks very much, Naz. Much appreciated. Dylan Barnes has not found a club at this point in time. He hasn't. Dylan Barnes hasn't found a club all season, hasn't played a minute of club football this season, you know what I'm saying? So that's the situation there, So that's the situation. So that's important. Not as yet, Mr. Douglas. Not as yet. But in due course, it will. So all in due time. All in due time. So that's key and important. So yeah. Yes, guys. So Leon Bailey and Aston Villa One win away from European football. One win away from European football. Let's get more Jamaicans, more reggae boys into European football next season. And who knows, Leon Bailey, this time next year, could be lifting a European trophy. How does that sound? Doesn't that sound nice? Yeah, I know you guys would love to hear the sound of that. But thanks, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary for more content. Okay, guys, be safe. More to come.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboys Juices. Infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing and nutritious. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454.
Hi, my name's Lee Williamson. Subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary.
Hi, my name is Joby McAnuff. Subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary.